What's up, y'all? Figure I'd do a quick live stream while I'm driving and shit. Yeah. So, nothing serious, just a quick one. But, there was some shit that was on my mind. I figured I'd talk about the shit. Joe. Figured I'd talk about it. Why not? Fuck it, why not? What's up, y'all? I see y'all coming through. What it do? Now, we have been talking about Shakur Stevenson being the good. We've been talking about him. And I saw Shakur last night. It was a really good fight. But I'm not too sure at this point, because you know how people say, "Oh, you're only as good as your best fight," but your last fight. I don't necessarily look at it like that. I actually look at their whole body of work. I know Shakur Stevenson is a monster. I know he is. He's like fundamentally gifted, you know. But I don't see no difference between him and Devin Haney. I don't see difference between him and I don't. I think Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney are just as fundamentally gifted as each other. People shit on Devin Haney now. They're shitting on Devin because he went the distance with Gamboa. But Shakur just went the distance. I mean, Chris Colbert just stopped the motherfucker. But people say, they look and they say, well, it's about the knockout. It's about the knockout. It's about the fact that Chris Colbert knocked dude out. So now we're looking at Chris Colbert like, oh man, Chris Colbert is the good. Yeah. He is the good. But I'm really trying to figure what's the difference between him, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson. Now, I know in the title I got Tank in here. I have Tank in this title because Tank is a different type of animal, bro. He's a different type of beast. He's just different, bro. He's got boxing skills, yes, but his power is unmatched with anybody down there. There's no one down there in any of the little weights, none of them, that's fucking with Tank Davis. Now people are gonna say, well, what about Teofimo? Teofimo Lopez is not fucking with Tank Davis' power, yo. He's not at all. At all. Teofimo Lopez' power is not on the same level as Tank Davis. It's not, bro. It's not even close. Shit, Felix Verdejo's power is better than Teofimo Lopez's power, if you really want to be honest. Because Teofimo Lopez was... Yeah, I get it. I get it. Motherfuckers gonna be like, well, this is that and that is this. But listen, bro, I tell y'all styles make fights all the time. And I truly believe that. Styles make fights. Nothing makes power. You either have it or you don't. Nothing makes power. All right? Nothing. You either have power or you don't have power. There's your options. You're either born with it, you either have that, you have the ability to throw a punch and bust a nigga's shit. You either have that or you don't. Tank Davis has it. Teofimo Lopez does not have it. Teofimo Lopez is a boxer puncher. Tank Davis is a puncher. There is a difference. All right? There is a difference. And this is no shade on T.O. This is no shade, but when you look at what's going on in the sport of boxing and how you have a lot of people saying Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson is he's the goods, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, and he is, y'all. Shakur Stevenson is the goods. The man is a beast. All that, everything included. But now someone explain to me what's so different between Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Chris Colbert. Well, what's so different? I saw Devin Haney skunk a fighter. Literally skunk a fighter. A known fighter. Skunk him. A legitimate known fighter. Washed him badly. Someone explain to me what is so different between what Devin Haney did to Gamboa and what Shakur Stevenson did to that what's the name dude. Now that's a good thing, Dreezy. Dreezy say he don't think Shakur will be able to hit him. That dude hit him. That Tony Yaka, whatever the fuck his name is, he hit Devin. He hit Shakur. He didn't hit Shakur a lot, but he still hit him. What's the difference? Tank Davis don't need to hit you that many times. Have we saw Shakur Stevenson's chin tested? Who hit Shakur Stevenson cleanly where he just ate that shit and was like, I'm just walking through it? Let's just be real, because we spend our time bigging up Shakur, and I'm not shitting on him. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not shitting on Shakur. We spend our time bigging up Shakur, but then we also spend time shitting on Devin Haney. We shit on Devin Haney because he didn't knock out Gamboa, but then we spend our time bigging up Shakur Stevenson. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. What's the difference? I don't, me personally, BFTB, I don't see that much of a difference between Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Chris Colbert. I don't see too much of a difference. Me, myself, I don't. So, if y'all tell me there's a difference, well, what should I be looking at? If y'all are saying there's a difference, what should I be looking at? I'm confused. Anybody that says they see a difference, what do you see? If you say you see a difference, what do you see? What differences do you see between Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Chris? Arm length. Okay, so you see physical attributes. Okay, that has nothing to do with boxing attributes because both of their arms are longer than Tank Davis's. But a lot of y'all say, oh, well, I don't think Devin Haney or Shakur Stevens can beat Tank Davis. So then you can't use physical attributes. You can't use so what are we doing? Chris Colbert can outbox him. So what's the difference? D Hodges, what up? Devin Haney can inbox. Shakur Stevenson can inbox. They can inbox and outbox. Devin Haney can inbox and outbox. Chris Colbert can inbox and outbox. What's the difference? Someone explain to me what's the difference. They can all inbox and outbox. Chris Colbert looked really good last night. Okay. And Devin Haney looked really good when he fought Zaur. Looked really good. Looked really good. Shakur Stevenson looked really good. The only difference is Colbert knocked the dude out. Devin Haney and Shakur didn't. My homie says it's more natural for Chris Colbert. We're saying it's natural for Chris Colbert because he got the knockout. That's what we're doing. That's what people are saying. It's natural for Chris Colbert because he got the knockout. Y'all got to understand, this is the same shit y'all was saying when Devin Haney knocked out Zaur. This is the same shit y'all was saying when Devin Haney knocked out Zaur. The same shit. They were like, man, Devin Haney, bro. I don't think Tank Davis can beat Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney is this and Devin Haney is that. I've never not thought Devin Haney was the goods. I've always thought Devin Haney's the goods. I've always thought Shakur Stevenson is the good. Always. I've always thought that. Always thought they were both the goods. But it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that look at they'll look at one fighter and not the other, and they'll say, well, this fighter is this and this fighter is that, but this fighter isn't. That other fighter isn't. Well, what's so different, bro? I'm still waiting for someone to let me know what's so different. What did he say? Shakur is more technical and Devin is more awkward. That doesn't mean they both don't have the same attributes still. Shakur is, so Devin's not technical. Devin is very technical. Devin is extremely fundamentally gifted, extremely fundamentally sound. Extremely. Shakur Stevenson takes small steps. Devin doesn't. Chris Colbert takes small steps. Devin doesn't. There isn't that much difference between the three, y'all. There really isn't. It's not that much different. Young Murph says the mental approach is different. Okay, what about it? What mental approach? They're all hit and don't get hit. That's the mental approach. All three of them, Chris Colbert, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson, all three of them are hit and don't get hit. All three. All three of them. That is their game plan. That is what they bring to the table. All three of them want to hit you and not get hit. The sweet science of boxing. All three. Jay Cooley. That's the difference. Dead ass serious. That's the difference. That's the difference. I don't have no beef with any of those guys, bro. But what I'm saying, man, I love Devin. I want all the best shit for him. I want that man because he deserves it. I love Shakur. I want all the best for him because he deserves it. Chris Colbert is a beast. He deserves all the best himself. I have no problem with any one of these kings. None. All three of those kings deserve the best. All three of those kings deserve to have, all the best fights and everything for them. All three of them. All three of them are hit and don't get hit fighters. All three of them will get a knockout, and then everybody will be like, "Oh man, here it is. This guy's the good," because he knocks. Like, yeah. Yeah, they'll be like, he's good, but I don't think he's as good as we thought he was. That's what people are doing about Devin right now. They weren't doing this shit when Devin fought the Santiago dude. When Devin fought Santiago, they was like, oh man, like Devin is the man. Devin is, I don't think Tank can fuck with him, bro. I don't think Tank can beat him. I don't think so. I don't think Tank Davis is the litmus test. All right, he's the litmus test for all these guys at the smaller weight classes. Tank Davis is the litmus test. We're consistently comparing all these guys to Tank Davis. Oh well, I think Devin can beat him. Or I don't think Devin can beat Tank. Oh well, I think Shakur beats Tank. Or man, I don't think Shakur can beat Tank. I think Tank this. Oh well, Colbert versus Tank. Man, you see what Chris Colbert did? Man, Colbert knocked dude out. Man, I think Colbert this, and I think Colbert can beat Tank. Oh, Colbert can't beat Tank. Tank Davis is the litmus test, y'all. He is the litmus test. Tank Davis is that dude at those little weight classes. It just is what it is. And I love Dev. I love Shakur, bro. I've told y'all many times I think Shakur is the goods. I believe he has what it takes to beat everybody down there, yada, yada, yada. But I watched Shakur last night. Very good reflexes. Very good fast twitch muscles. All that shit. Very good. And so does Tank Davis. Tank Davis has the same shit. So does Devin Haney. So does Chris Colbert. Real shit out of all of them. I think Teofimo Lopez is the. This is no hate, yo. This is no hate to Tio, bro. No hate to Tio at all. But out of all of these fighters, I think Teofimo Lopez is the most basic of all of them. I'm being dead ass serious. Out of Chris Colbert, out of Shakur Stevenson, out of Devin Haney, out of Tank Davis, I think Teofimo Lopez is the most basic out of all of them. no shade, no disrespect to Tio at all. I'm just being honest with y'all guys. I'm giving y'all my honest opinion. He's the most basic. He's the most straight up and down. There's no pizzazz and flash and flair. He's the most basic fighter out of all the little weight fighters. I mean, think about it. What is he? What? I don't see what people. Oh man, the Tio is going to be this. Listen, I told y'all before Tio was a problem. He's a problem just because of his aggression. But if we're talking about straight up skill set, what skill set? He's a boxer puncher, but he's just basic, bro. I don't. It's not like there's some quick twitch fibers where someone throws something he can dip and come back and block. It's my man's is straight basic, y'all. I'm just being dead ass serious with y'all. I'm being 100% honest with y'all, bro. Teofimo Lopez is a good fighter, but he's just basic. He's just basic, y'all. I look at Shakur and I see Shakur and I'm like, man, Shakur, he puts himself in a fire, right in the pits of the fire, and he doesn't get hit. The problem with putting yourself in the pits of the fire and not getting hit is what happens when you do get hit. That's the problem. Like, what happens when you do get hit? People are quick to talk shit about another fighter because you don't like that fighter or because you do like another fighter that's his rival. So you're real quick to talk shit, but then you won't give an honest assessment. An honest assessment. Shakur Stevenson is the goods, but what happens if Devin hits him? What happens if Devin Haney hits Shakur Stevenson and buckles Shakur Stevenson? Is he dead? Did he turn to a bum? Is all of a sudden, does everybody all of a sudden come out and say, oh, see, I knew Devin beats him. I always knew Devin beat Shakur. See, everybody else is so high on Shakur Stevenson, but I wasn't. I always knew. What happens if Devin Haney gets hit by Tank Davis and knocked out? What happens then? Oh, see, I always knew Devin was a bum. I always knew he was fighting nobodies, and Tank Davis is the man. What happens if Shakur Stevenson touches Tank and knocks him out cold? Motherfuckers just can't give an honest assessment. Well, bro, I love Devin Haney, bro. I want Devin Haney's success at all costs. I got mad respect and love for Shakur. I want Shakur to reign supreme. I think that Tank Davis is a beast. I don't like some of the moves he's making, but he's a monster, bro. I think Tio is good as fuck. I can give y'all honest assessments. I don't need to disrespect or shit on another fighter to give y'all an honest assessment. I'm telling y'all, Teofimo Lopez is basic. He's straight up and down. Straight up and down. He beat Lomachenko because of pressure. Because Lomachenko cannot take pressure. He can't. And the fighters that fought him won't pressure him. They just tried to box him, and he's a better boxer than them. And that's why he beat them, because he's a better boxer. What's his name, pressured him. He didn't do nothing great, nothing special. Oh man, Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko. He's an all-time legend, bro. You pressured a guy who doesn't like pressure. Okay, you beat a guy who doesn't like pressure. So Shakur Stevenson couldn't pressure Lomachenko. Tank Davis couldn't pressure Lomachenko. Devin Haney can't pressure Lomachenko. Yeah, you guys, like, we honestly gotta, like, cut with the bullshit, bro. We gotta cut with the bullshit. I think Shakur Stevenson is the goods. I think he has the opportunity to reign supreme. I think he does. But I don't see too much of a difference between him and Devin Haney, bro. I just don't. I think Devin Haney, in my opinion, Devin Haney is more athletic than Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson doesn't do too many moves. Shakur Stevenson is not going to do. Shakur Stevenson does exactly what he needs to do to get the job done. Whatever he needs to do. If Shakur needs to fight on the inside, he'll fight on the inside. If he needs to fight on the outside, he'll fight on the outside. If he needs to bang, he'll bang. If he needs to box, he'll box. And Devin can do all of that and has done all of that as well. All of it. The only difference is Devin is more athletic. Shakur Stevenson is more flat-foot. Oh, wait a minute, BFTB. Oh, bro, I didn't see him moving around. Who saw Shakur Stevenson on his toes, bouncing around and moving to the left and moving to the right? I didn't see that. I saw Shakur Stevenson follow this man all the way around. He didn't try to cut the ring off. This is no shade or no hate to anybody. I'm giving y'all facts. Shakur Stevenson did not cut the ring off. He just followed this man around the whole night. Now I get it. We wanna praise the young man, and let's praise him. Let's praise him. I'm not knocking him. This is no knocks. These are facts. He didn't step to the left to cut him off. He didn't step to the right to cut him off. He followed him around the whole night. Someone tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me when you saw Shakur Stevenson fight this guy last night, and when he stepped to the right, Shakur stepped to the left. When he stepped to the left, Shakur stepped to the right. Tell me. Let me know. Let me know that I'm making something up. I'm hating on Shakur. Let me know. Let me know. Because that's not what I seen. I did not see Shakur Stevenson moving to the left, moving to the right. I saw Shakur Stevenson following his fighter around the whole night. He just followed him around. He beat him easy, but he followed him around. See, but when Devin fought Gamboa, everybody say, "Oh, it was holding, it was holding, it was holding." Devin washed him. He washed him badly. He schooled him. The same thing Shakur just did. He schooled this man, but he followed him around. He just walked around. He walked around. He bang, bang, bang. Beautiful combinations, like two to the head, bang, bang, and then stab to the body. Real, real pretty. Now, what happens if you throw one of these and Tank Davis is throwing something back at you? What happens then? What happens if Tank Davis throws something? You're throwing something, and you can't get out the way of it. Then what happens? Is Shakur Stevenson a bum if Tank Davis knocks him out? Did Shakur Stevenson fight Tank Davis too soon if Tank knocks him out? Bro, I want to see Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fight now. Now, I don't want to see them fight 10 years from now. Don't want to see that. I don't want to see them because, like Dreezy say, right? Dreezy say Devin's going to move around. Shakur's going to be mostly always on the inside. Okay, and he's correct. Here's the problem with that. FOG, what up? Here's the problem with that, y'all. Here's the problem. And see, always boxing says my money is on Chris Colbert beating a lot of these guys. The problem, even with that, even with Chris Colbert, we're looking at Chris Colbert the same thing we did with Devin Haney. We gave Devin Haney when he fought Zaur in Santiago, when he stopped those dudes and when he beat those dudes up, we was like, damn, man, that's it, Devin, that's it, bro. Ain't nobody beating Devin Haney. And then when he goes the distance, all of a sudden, Devin Haney's not that good. Shakur Stevenson styling on people. Oh man, he's the goods and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Chris Colbert goes the distance. He's got a lot of learning to do. Chris Colbert stops the motherfucker. All of a sudden, Chris Colbert is the new Sugar Ray Robinson. I don't agree, y'all. I don't agree. I think Shakur is the goods. I think Devin's the goods. I think Colbert is the goods. I think Tank is the goods. The only way for us to know who beats who is for those guys to fight each other. It's the only way we'll know. I get it. There are different weight classes currently because Devin's at 35, Shakur's at 30, Tank's at 30 and 35. You know what I'm saying? Colbert's at 30. I understand all that. I get it. Totally understand. I totally understand, y'all. I do. I totally understand. The problem is when we say there's weight classes for a reason, but then we say that one fighter, one Dreezy says, "Oh, he's not knocking dead for Gamboa." I'm not knocking dead for Gamboa at all, bro. And Hitchens at 140. Facts. I'm not knocking Gamboa at all. That was a master class boxing lesson against Gamboa. Devin schooled Gamboa. That was a master class boxing lesson. The same thing Shakur just did. The same thing. The same thing. I agree, Jay Moretti. I believe 135 and 130 should be pretty much the same shit. Because at the end of the day, it's 5 pounds, bro. It's literally within the poundage allowed for the IBF. You could be 10 pounds overweight on fight night. So you're literally, if you are like EJ, yeah, everybody knows this man down over here, but Errol Spence can weigh 147 and then on fight night can be 157. So what's the difference between fighting at 54 and 47? What's the difference? Whoever is the IBF champion, you have a 10-pound grace period. So what's the difference? What's the difference, y'all? All the other weight classes, every last one of them, I mean the sanctioning bodies, you can weigh whatever the weight limit is on fight night, right? I mean on the weigh-in, but then on fight night you can weigh whatever you want. Motherfuckers coming to the weight, you weigh in at 130, and then you come on fight night and you weigh 160. There is no same day weigh-ins. You weighed 130 the day before. So what's the difference? There's too many weight classes, bro. So when motherfuckers say there's weight classes for a reason, what reason is that? Listen, if there's weight classes for a reason, y'all, right? If there's weight classes for a reason, then shouldn't you weigh that weight on when you fight? Let me say this again. Let me say it again. If there's weight classes for a reason, then shouldn't you weigh that weight when you fight? If you can weigh 147 or 147 for a welterweight fight, you weigh in at 147. Then the next day, fight night, you come in at 180. Then what's the point of the weight classes? If there's weight classes for a reason, if you're fighting a fighter who weighs 154 and you weigh 180, then what the fuck is the point of the weight class? What's the point? What's the point? This guy, Chai UD, go ahead and block him, bro. Get him the fuck out of here. You can take this Chai UD dude, block him. Goodbye. Gone. Get him out of here, y'all. Get that nigga the fuck out of here. You hate to hear the truth. What truth? Goodbye. Fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo. Truth. The truth is you can weigh 118 on a Friday, and then the next day you can weigh 140. That's the truth. That is the truth. You can be the WBC, the WBA, or the WBO champion. You can weigh 118 on a Friday, and then the very next day you can weigh 140. That's the truth. You can weigh 147 on fight night on for the weigh-in on a Friday, and then fight night you can weigh 180. That's the truth. You can do what Soul Glow Jacobs did when he fought Bum Lofkin and refused to fight for the IBF belt. because he wanted to weigh a whole bunch of more weight to fight Bum Lofkin. Or did we forget about that? Did we forget that Soul Glow Jacobs refused to fight for the IBF belt? He only fought for the WBA and WBC when he fought Bum Lofkin because he wanted to weigh 190 when he fought Bum Lofkin. Did we forget this? Of course we did. Of course we forgot. Of course we forgot about it. Of course. Of course. Listen, bro. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Chris Colbert, Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez. They can all fight each other. Shakur Stevenson at 130 can fight at 135, no problem. No problem. Devin Haney at 135 can fight at 130, no problem. Facts, Dreezy. Oh, don't worry. Y'all about to see this P-file coming here in a little bit. That nigga thought I forgot about him. Don't worry. I got him. I got him. Richard Hitchinson. Yes. He can fight too. Think about it like this. This is what I want you to think about. 130, 135, and 140. How much weight is in between there? Somebody let me know how much weight is in between 130 and 140. How much weight? Somebody let me know how much weight. Somebody let me know. 9 pounds. 10 pounds. Okay, well, how much weight does the IBF allow you to gain on fight night? How much weight does the IBF allow you to gain on fight night? How much weight? 10 pounds. So if there's a 10-pound difference between 130 and 140, and the IBF allows you 10 pounds, then what are we talking about when we say there's weight classes for a reason? What are we talking about? Everybody who fights at 130 can fight at 140. Everybody who fights at 140 can fight at 130. Everybody who fights at 135 can fight at 130 and 140. Because the IBF allows you to have it, and they are the most stringent and strictest sanctioning body in boxing, and they allow you to have it. They allow it. The WBC, the WBA, and the WBO don't give a fuck what you weigh, as long as you weigh whatever you weigh on fight night. Unless the unification. That is not correct. That is not correct at all. Sean W., that is not correct at all. No, sir, you are wrong. You are 100% wrong. 100%. Because Canelo Alvarez was going to fight Bum Lofkin at 155. For the WBC, the WBA, and the IBF middleweight titles. So you are 100% wrong. Nope, the IBF didn't change their rules at all. The IBF did not change their rules to accommodate Canelo. They didn't. That's always just been their rules. That's just always been their rules. Canelo Alvarez he wasn't the IBF champion. Canelo Alvarez was the WBC champion. And Canelo Alvarez, as the WBC champion, was going to unify with the WBA, the IBF champion, Bum Lofkin. He was going to unify. And he wanted to fight at 155. Spence didn't have the 10-pound against Porter. Yes, he did. Because he's the IBF champion. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Errol Spence does not have a... No, it's because... No, yes, he does. Yes, he does. And yes, he did. It's irrelevant if it's a unification. That's irrelevant. He is the IBF champion before unification. He's the IBF champion. I don't need to check it out. I already know. I already know, man. I don't need to check it out. He is the IBF champion. He has to follow the IBF rules. With or without the unification. I'm being ignorant. Get this guy the fuck out of here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Fuck out of here. Matter of fact, I'll help you. Goodbye. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, I'm being ignorant. Because you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, Sean Porter didn't because he was a WBC champion. Errol Spence did because he is the IBF champion. Sean Porter can weigh what the fuck he wants to weigh after the weigh-in. Errol Spence can only weigh 157. Oh well, if it's a unification, then you can weigh whatever you want. Well, if that's the case, then why did Danny Jacobs not fight for the IBF belt when he unified the WBA belts with Bum Lofkin? Why didn't Danny Jacobs not fight for the IBF title when he unified the WBA belts? Go ahead and change your account and try again. Change your account and try again and answer that question. Why didn't Soul Glow Jacobs fight for the IBF title? Yeah. Say it again, Tunnel. Say it again. Change the rule after the Jacobs fight. After the Jacobs fight. But they didn't. Because he still has a same day weigh-in. Well, Haney React says because he couldn't make the weight. Couldn't make the weight. He says, no, that's been a rule. What's been a rule? What's been a rule? What? What's been a rule? What's been a rule? So what you're saying is there's no weights at all? You don't have to worry about no weights to unify? I want y'all to just let this sink in. Let it sink in. Oh, he's talking about the IBF. Yeah, I know. The IBF, it's always been that. It's always been that. That's the way it's always been. It's always been. No, it's not, bro. I don't know what y'all, bro. All right, bro. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I see what I'm gonna have to do. See what I'm gonna have to do. See what I'm gonna have to do. Weighing in on IBF. Yes. It's always been a rule with the IBF. Yes. Always been a rule. 100%. Hundred percent. It's always been a rule that the IBF champion has to weigh in no more than 10 pounds. It's always been a thing. Always. That's not changed. That is the reason why Danny Jacobs fought the way he fought. Now, Tunnel Vision says they changed it after. I don't believe that. I will look. I'm telling you straight up right now, I did not see that nowhere. Damn. God. Damn. I did not see that nowhere. 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 But BFTB, see, when y'all start saying that shit now, you got to be prepared for what's going to come from that. Yes, what you're saying, no problem. I see what you're saying, Tunnel Vision. I see you. I see you. I see you. BFTB will be right back. Trust and believe, bro. Now you're challenging me. All right. So I'll be right. Not just yet. I'll be right back with that. I will be right back with that. Right back with it. So you can be an IBF champion, have the belt. This is what Tunnel Vision is saying now, and I fuck with Tunnel. You be an IBF champion. Okay. You can be an IBF champion, weigh 10 pounds more for any other weight, except that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, and I don't believe any of it. But okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. Yo, I just saw a fucking Monty, what up? I just saw a fatty, bro. I'm sitting in a Walmart parking lot. I'm about to go into Walmart. I just saw a fatty. I just saw a fatty. Shit, I should have. When I got up a little bit. I just got up. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh, the motherfucker got in the whip, bro. She just got in the whip. She just got in the whip. I'm just chilling in the Walmart parking lot right quick, chopping it up with y'all before I go up in this bitch. I'm gonna chop it up for a few more minutes. I'm chopping it for a few more minutes. Then I'm gonna go into this Walmart, grab up a couple of things, and head back to the crib. But anyways, they let him get no, bro. He said GGG got away with the rehydration clause in the first Canelo fight. Nope, he didn't. Golovkin was the IBF champion. He weighed when they did their same day weigh, and I believe he was like 168 or some shit like that. He was like 168 on their same day weigh-in. And that's the reason why they were saying, oh, Golovkin is a small middleweight. He's such a small middleweight. He's so small for the middleweight division. Canelo's such a big middleweight. Golovkin's so small. Golovkin's so small for the middleweight. Nakatani won. I say he's the problem. Nakatani just got a chin, bro. That's Nakatani just got a chin. But Nakatani was getting the shit beat out of him. Felix Verdejo's chin is not as good as Nakatani's. That's just the bottom line there. If Felix Verdejo's chin was as good as Nakatani's, bro, he beats him easy. Real easy. Nakatani, he's just tall and rangy. That's it. He's just tall and rangy. Felix Verdejo was beating the shit out of him, bro. Man, Felix Verdejo was whipping on this dude's ass. He got greedy. That was his problem. Verdejo got greedy. He was beating Nakatani Tuki's ass, bro. He just got greedy. He was pulling this dude. 1-2s was a thing of beauty. Stabs to the body, the whole shit. He got greedy. He wanted to KO. He wanted to do something that Tio didn't do. Got greedy and got caught. That's it. I don't see nothing special about Nakatani Tuki. I don't see nothing about this dude, bro. I'm not looking at Nakatani Tuki like, oh man, this guy, man. No, I don't see shit, bro. You're just a long, rangy dude with a chin. That's it. You're a long, rangy dude with a chin. You was getting your ass whipped. Verdejo was beating on your ass. Verdejo was beating the shit out of you. Verdejo was hitting this dude with the same punch over and over and over again. A fucking looping ass fucking right hook floored his ass. and kept drop and was beating the shit out of him. He just Nakatuni Tuki just got a chin, bro. He just got a chin. That's it. He just got a chin. The man's chin is good. He took some good ass shots, fell down, got up, and fought through it. I give him respect for his chin and respect for his heart, but I'm not saying this man is like, oh man, he's skilled to death. Like, oh man. Nah, bro. Fuck out of here. I'm not doing that shit at all. That's like that one dude that fights at 154 who's like 7 foot. Who's the dude at 154 that fight? He's 7 foot tall and fights at 54. It's like 6'9". He fought on the EJ undercard and shit. He's like 6'9". Yeah, Fundora. Fundora. So we supposed to say Fundora is the goods? Bro, Fundora is 9 feet tall, bro. That nigga's reach, he's got an 8-foot reach. I hope he don't think he's beating Charlo. I hope y'all don't sit around here like, oh man, this nigga Fandango, man, Fandango is, man, he's the goods. Did you see what Fandango did? I think Fandango beats Charlo because, you know, Charlo gets hit. I saw Tony Harrison hitting Charlo with the jab, and I think Fandango beats him. Set it up then. Set it up and watch Fandango get folded like a lawn chair. Change this nigga's name from Fandango to Netflix and chill. Change this nigga's name. Change his name from Fandango to Netflix and chill. Go ahead. Go ahead. Set it up. Set it up. Motherfuckers say, oh, it's Fandango. Let's Fandango a movie. Let's Fandango a movie. Go ahead and go to the theater. Jamel Charlo will change your name to Netflix and chill. You will be home sleep. Go set it up. Set it up. If y'all motherfuckers want to say, oh man, this guy right here, Fandango is the goods, y'all. He's the goods. 7 foot tall and he's 9 foot tall and he got a fucking 9 foot jab. He can jab you from sitting down in the corner. All right. Go ahead and fight Charlo. Notice he didn't say that. It's all good. Go ahead and fight Charlo. Go ahead and fight him. You're the what? The interim mandatory or some weird shit like that. Go ahead. Go ahead and fight him. All that long ass reach will mean nothing when Jamel Charlo is on the inside. It will mean nothing when he's pummeling your fucking rib cage. It will mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. I do not think Fandango beats Erickson Lubin. I do not think Fandango beats Banana. I do not think Fandango beats J-Rock. I think Fandango have a good chance with Tony Harrison by the way that Tony Harrison fights. But I don't think he'll beat him, but I think he'll have a better chance at that by how he fights. I think the nigga Banana wants to actually, you know what? Let me take that back. I think he'll have a good shot at Banana too, because Banana likes to fight at range. He likes to get at range. So I think Fandango against Banana, I think I would favor Fandango against Banana. I will favor Erickson Lubin. I will favor Jamel Charlo. I will favor Tony Harris. I will favor Jarrett Hurd. If Jarrett Hurd fights at 54, I think he's going to 60. But if he fights at 54, I favor Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd demolishes this dude. Yo, Jarrett Hurd breaks this dude down so bad. That is the absolute worst fight Fandango can fight. Jarrett Hurd versus Fandango is worse than Fandango versus Jamel Charlo. Styles make fights, y'all. Jarrett Hurd versus Fandango is the worst matchup Fandango could ever fight. That is the absolute worst matchup. That's the worst. It doesn't get no worse than that. I swear, y'all, it does not get no worse. That is the absolute worst matchup Fandango can fight. That's the worst one, is Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd will be attached to this man's chest like a leech. He'll be attached to his chest like a leech, y'all. An absolute leech. Where you going? Wherever you go, I'm going. Where you going? Anyways, bro. Anyways. Listen, y'all, I'm going to get back. I'm going to wrap this one up, man. I just want to do a real quick one and talk about the differences between Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Colbert. The Tank Davis is the litmus test. Tank Davis is the litmus test. He's a litmus test. Everybody wants Tank, but I think the other three they're very similar to me. Very similar. I think the athleticism and the flashiness and the basics is like the difference. Shakur has a lot of basics. Devin's athletic, and Colbert is flashy, but they all do the same shit. They all do the same shit. So if you're gonna big up one, then you got to big up the others. If you're gonna down one, then you're downing the others. Because I don't see a difference. But anyways, let me get up out of here, y'all. I'll chop it up with y'all a little bit later on, man. BFTB, shout out to the LDBC, y'all.